Hi everyone and welcome back to the Notoriously Morbid YouTube channel. My name is once again Arfia, and in today's video I will be doing a much requested look, and it is actually how I create my blackout neck. Now this is something that I have been doing for a few looks in the past already, and in today's video I want to go over the tips and tricks that I've picked up over the years of doing it. This makeup look as a whole was a recreation of the mushroom head The Heresy makeup of the female vocalist. If you are interested in seeing the total transformation, then head over to the Notoriously Morbid YouTube channel. In the top corner I will be linking to the video, but you can of course also find it on the main channel. In this video I want to specifically talk about how I create my blackout neck look. And this is something that I think within my subculture, the goth subculture, this is something a lot of people do and a lot of people have questions about. And there is not much information you can find about this, except for some people using liquid latex, some people using paints. I actually do this using powder. And the only thing I use is black eyeshadow by Notoriously Morbid. The one that I personally enjoy to use is Bloody Awful Poet, but Void could also be a very good one. Now do know that if you want to do this, you will need quite a bit of product. Now I personally own the biggest shades available of Bloody Awful Poet, and for me it doesn't seem like I'm using a lot, but I can imagine if you have a small size and it might seem that you're using a lot of product. The one thing that I feel you need is a big fluffy brush, a makeup brush. This one is from one of the Notoriously Morbid brush sets, and I personally enjoy using this brush because it is really nice and domed and soft and fluffy. So the main thing that I do is I apply everything else makeup wise before I start doing the black neck. The black neck is one of the things that I do last of my makeup look, because once you get your hands dirty with black makeup, and trust me, you will get it all over your hands, you will just leave patches and spots on your face if you do anything afterwards. And yes, I did learn this from experience. The way I start doing my black neck makeup is actually by contouring. So I also use black into my contour, then I drag it along my ear. I also go on my ear a little bit just to make it blend better, and then I will continue dragging it along my neckline. The main thing that I do is I start applying the pigment at its most pigmented, so the blackest, at the edge of my face. And then I will just gently drag it downwards just to create a faded effect. And this is what you will see if I look upwards. You will see that this is a lot darker than the rest of my neck. And this is because I personally prefer when it is blended like this. Today I am wearing a high neck top, so I actually stop blending more or less at the edge of the top. But if you're wearing something that has an open neck, I usually blend up to my collarbones and then I just stop blending. Now you can of course also contour your chest using makeup, but I honestly only drag it down up to more or less my collarbones, and that's what I will usually do. The main thing that I see people doing is they use water-based paints, they use cream-based paints, they use bases that are meant for the eyelids, etc. Those products will actually crease over time. Water-based paints will actually melt away because if you start sweating they will just drip. Grease-based products will just create creases at where the folds of your neck are. Latex will actually crackle and tear itself apart. And any other bases that I've used in the past will only crease as well. So what I personally do is I drag a little bit of my foundation onto my neck, as I usually do, and then I only apply eyeshadows over that. Now you could set this using a setting spray, but most of the time I don't even feel like that is necessary. Now I would highly recommend to experiment with this look until you're happy with it, because it took me a few tries to get the intensity of the black the way I want it. And I also recommend using a rather big fluffy brush because it will make it easier to apply the eyeshadows evenly. If you start working with too small a brush, you will have patches of black that you can't really blend together well. So I would recommend using a big brush for this. So take your black, and this is going to be very harsh. So you really want to make sure that you blend this out. See, the difference between this side and this side is already very big. And if you mess up, don't be afraid to take your sponge and just clean it off. So if you want to know how to create a blackout neck, you will need a big fluffy brush and your favorite eyeshadow. Now I love to use black for this, and the main reason I use black is because, well, it depends on the look of course, but for me it works with a lot of things. Now you don't need any base, but you could use one. However, I feel like every time I use a base, I get streaks a lot easier. So the only thing you need is your eyeshadow and a big fluffy brush, and a lot of courage. So you will start applying the color starting from your neckline, and then you will start dragging it down. And the main thing I want to do first is set the color in place and then drag it down. So right now I have contoured this side of my face and you can really tell the difference. So right now we're going to replicate this side on the other one as well to actually finish the contouring of this look. And the black neck is actually one of my favorite parts of these types of makeups. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it too. I hope you enjoyed this video with tips and tricks on how to create a blackout neck. I personally do this quite a lot for my looks and I really enjoy the way that it makes my face look. It will make your face and your neck seem a lot slimmer, and some people really want this. I personally think that it's just really a more interesting look. I feel personally it attracts the attention more to the rest of my makeup instead of my neck and color and jewelry that I might be wearing, so I feel that it frames the face nicely. Should you still have any questions at all, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the Notoriously Morbid YouTube channel for weekly videos by your favorite darkly inclined makeup brand. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!